Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Card Forge. I'm Kusanagi, and today we'll be bringing you a deck profile on one of my favorite decks of all time, Dragon Link. So stick around and let's hop into this deck profile. So to start off this deck, we are playing 3 copies of Rokket Tracer. Rokket Tracer is a good starter as its effect allows you to pop any card on the board to bring out another level 4 or lower rocket monster from your deck, which is easy to go into your synchro plays of Chaos Ruler and or Borrowload Savage Dragon. We play 2 copies of Rokket Synchron. If you start Rokket Synchron, you can bring back a level 5 or higher monster from your graveyard onto the field, but both of these cards, the effects, once you activate them, actually locks you into dark, so you can't special summon anything other than dark monsters. We play 1 copy of Rokket Tracer, 1 copy of Silver Rokket Dragon, and now I actually added a extended version of the Rokket Package, as I found it helped me a lot in actual games. So this came up quite a bit. One of them being Rokket Caliber. Rokket Caliber has a nice effect that it can actually special summon itself from your hand to where a dark link monster points to. So it's a free summon, free body on the board, which you can then link off into your extra plays that you have, like Triple Burst Dragon or Quad Boral Dragon. We play 1 copy of Absolute Dragon. You can play 2, but more than often of the time, you'll only find that you'll only be using 1 of them. But also, he also has another effect where from your hand, if you control a rocket monster, you can actually special summon him from your hand onto the field, which also then helps you go into other plays. For the tech part of the Rokket Package, I played Double Disruptor Dragon. Now, Double Disruptor Dragon is a cool card to have to bring back 2 rockets from your graveyard. Now, you can summon this off your copy of Seals, or if you, from the previous card with Rokket Caliber, if you have him on the field, you can activate his effect by sending him to the graveyard to special summon 1 dark dragon or machine type monster from your hand, and this is where Double Disruptor Dragon comes in. Then for our dark dragons, I played 2 copies of Noctovision Dragon. Obviously, Noctovision Dragon protects any trap cards if you do play trap cards while he's in the graveyard. Also, if you special summon a dark monster to the field, you can use Noctovision's effect to special summon him directly from your hand onto the field, allowing you to chain block those irritating hand traps. We play 1 copy of Black Metal Dragon, and then of course Black Metal Dragon gets you your copy of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon is a cool card to have. You can banish 1 dragon monster from the field, special summon him onto the field, and then activate his effect to reborn or to bring back a monster from the graveyard, a dragon monster from the graveyard, or special summon from your hand. Then we play 3 Starliege Seyfried, which is a good card to have. Is basically your 4th, 5th, and 6th copy of Chaos Space, where you can actually activate his effect to tribute himself to actually go and get your baby Chaos Dragons. Speaking of that, you've got the 1 white and the 1 black dragon. It's also good one-offs to have, because the one will search out the other one. Then we play 1 copy of Chaos Dragon Levianeer. Chaos Dragon Levianeer, for me in this last couple of games, has come up a lot, as with his effect, if you banish 3 dark monsters, you can randomly gets rid of one of your opponent's cards in their hands, which is a cool effect to have, especially if you have clogging hands and if you know that your opponent is playing dangerous cards like hand traps and or something like Nibiru. So that rounds off our normal monsters for the deck. Then going into the hand traps, I play 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Ash Blossom is currently one of the best hand traps to have within this deck, as it can negate anything that is being searched from the deck or from the deck to your hand, or special summons from the deck, etc. Then we play 3 copies of Effect Veiler, probably one of the most generic hand traps to have, that you can actually negate your opponent's monster card activations. Then I play the 3 copies of Cyframe Gear Gamma and the 1 Driver. And this is a good card to have, so if your opponent activates an effect and you have no monsters on the field, you can activate from hand Cyframe Gear Gamma, search out the Driver to negate and destroy your opponent's monster. Also, if you do play a card, a spell card or anything, and your opponent Ash Blossoms you, you can chain onto that on top with Cyframe Gear Gamma to negate the activation of the Ash Blossom and actually get 2 free bodies onto the field, which will allow you then to go into your synchro play for Chaos Ruler. And then I played 1 copy of Nibiru. This card is actually a better option to have than, I would say, a lot of other hand traps, but you would want to play this at 3. I only played it at 1, as this is already a 42 card deck list and I needed the space for other things as well. So that concludes our hand traps. Getting into the spells, I play 3 copies of Quick Launch, which allows you to get a rocket monster from your deck, and the most broken part of it all is it's not a once per turn, so you can literally play all 3 in 1 turn if you draw it. Then I play 3 copies of Chaos Space, which then allows you to get your baby Chaos Dragons or even Chaos Dragon Levianeer by dumping to the graveyard say a light monster. Then you can get your black Dragon Collapse Serpent or your Chaos Dragon Levianeer. If you dump a dark, you can get your white dragon Wyvern Buster. I play 1 copy of Boot Sector Launch and Dragon Ravine. Dragon Ravine is awesome if you don't open with a rocket. You can play Dragon Ravine, dump a card to the graveyard, and from your deck dump Absorata Dragon to actually get your Rocket Tracer onto the field and start your combos. Then I play the final card in the spells, which is the Begone Demon Child, Called by the Grave. So if someone Ash Blossoms you or plays a hand trap, you can activate the Call by the Grave and actually negate the activation of that card. Then for the last 2 cards in my deck profile, I play 2 copies of Infinite Impermanence, which is practically another version of Effect Veiler if you play directly from your hand. Otherwise, if it's on the field and you activate it, you can actually negate the activation of spell and traps within that specific zone. So that rounds off the deck profile. Let's get into the extra deck. Getting into the extra deck, we play 1 copy of Striker Dragon. Striker Dragon is cool because it allows you to get your copy of Boot Sector Launch from your deck. We play 1 copy of Guard Dragon Pisty. Guard Dragon Pisty is cool to have because you can actually bring back a monster from your graveyard or from the banished area to where he points to, but provided that you've got 2 monsters pointing to exactly the same zone. We play 1 copy of Hieratic Seals. Hieratic Seals is cool because this is literally a way of playing around Nibiru, where you can bring back either a copy of your Double Disruptor Dragon from your deck or a copy of your Red Eyes Darkness Petal Dragon, which will then allow you to continue your combos. We play 1 copy of Dragonite Knight Romulus, which gets you your copy of Dragon Ravine. 1 copy of Quad Boral Dragon, which if you activate his effect and send a card to the graveyard, destroy himself or any other link monster, you can bring back that many rocket monsters with different names from your graveyard. We play 1 copy of Christian Halki Fibrax, which allows you to get another tuner from your deck onto the field to go into other plays as well. 1 copy of Dark the Dark Charmer Gloomy. Dark the Dark Charmer Gloomy is quite cool because you can actually summon him and use a monster from your opponent's graveyard, a dark monster from your opponent's graveyard, and special summon him to your side of the field to where he points to. 1 copy of IP Masquerena, 1 copy of Triple Burst Dragon, and then 1 copy of Nightmare Unicorn, so that you can use this to actually send back a card on your opponent's side of the field. We play 1 copy of Access Code Talker, and the boss monster for the Rocket Engine, we play 1 copy of Borrel End Dragon. Borrel End Dragon is cool because it cannot be targeted by monster card effects, it cannot be destroyed by battle, and it can actually attack your opponent's all of your opponent's monsters once each within the turn. Then getting into our Synchro monsters, we only play 3 of them. We play 1 copy of Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical Dragon, as this allows you on summon, you can draw 5 cards on the top of your deck, and you can add 1 light or 1 dark monster from that mill into your hand. We play 1 copy of Borrelord Savage Dragon, which is just a big boss monster to have that allows you to actually get negates, and then finally 1 copy of Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. So that's it for the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you want us to do any combo videos or combo line videos, or go into a little bit more depth of this video, drop a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so that you can always get notified once we post a new deck profile or any gameplays like that. And until next time, see you again, guys. Cheers.